Got that shit in there and
From the 757 to the 713, where you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
Da, 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 da. It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the
Da, 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 da.
Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is September 18th. Shiesties. This is wild. Wednesday, by the way. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for being part of the Cruising Podcast. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying yourselves this whole week. Me, myself, I guess I am. I don't know. It's been pretty. I mean, it's Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's a Manic Wednesday. It doesn't make any sense. Manic Wednesday doesn't make any sense. Sorry. All right, my bad. But if you heard the soulful sounds of Gilla and Nicole Quinn, that is who you are hearing on the theme song and on the intro song. And if you need to find them, it's at Gilla713 and also at Songbird ATX. Definitely go check them out. Beautiful music, especially from Nicole. And Gilla should be having some new music coming out really soon. Very hyped about it. Can't wait to talk about it myself. But if you want to figure out where to find this is the Cruising Podcast, also goodness gracious, let me restart that. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Ha! Woo! What are we talking about today, Fushize, my mizes? Okay. We are going to I will be reviewing KAOS, the show that came out on Netflix a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure. Yeah, show. That was about to say movie. Show that came out a couple weeks ago with Jeff Goldblum playing the lead character of oh my gosh. Oh, Zeus. He played Zeus. And then also we're going to be talking about Rebel Ridge, the acclaimed, the biggest hit right now on Netflix right now as we speak. And there's a reason for it. That's all I want to say. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Oh, yeah. And then also, I got, a couple little bit of other things going on, especially life-wise. And then, we're going to be talking about Adrian Wojnarowski. No more Woj Bombs, guys. It's going to be no more Woj Bombs. No! Okay. And then we're also going to be talking about huge news coming from Batman. Just in case people are haters of Batman, I'm going to remind you why he is the greatest. Just putting it out there. You're welcome. And if you have a problem with what I'm about to say, especially about Batman, you should just go to your knees right now and just bow down and talk and say, "I'm sorry, King," and make sure you kiss that mother freaking pinky, baby. That's all I want to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's what you can expect from this episode of the podcast. So, welcome. So, first I want to talk about celebrating my accomplishments. Or not even just celebrating my accomplishments. I probably should have prefaced that. I'm going to say telling people my moves a little bit. Especially some people that you think are you're supposed to be cool with. And then you start to think a little bit. And to me, I try to tell some people my moves, and then the next thing you hear is just pretty much negativity towards that move. It's like, fear. And some people do operate on fear. Me, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to be more fearless in this life, but it's just, I'm a people pleaser at the end of the day, but also at the end of the day, I want to start making moves. And some people, I tell them it, and the next thing that comes out their mouth is, "What? what if you fail? I'm like, damn, they ain't even got enough confidence in me to fucking succeed. I mean, God, dog on it. We almost made it. We almost made 5 minutes. You know what? We almost made 5 minutes to feel like this is a record. If you're gonna I just don't understand telling people, fear things, like trying to put fear in people's minds, like, hey man, you should probably worry about this, that, and the third. Nah. Why? Well, what, that didn't even go through my mind at first. Why did that fear have to come in? And then you start to, rethink your steps and like, damn, did I do that right? Did I do this right? No, I don't know. But I'm at a point now where the only people that are going to know about my victories and all the people that's going to know about my moves, especially my biggest moves, are going to be family members and close friends, and close friends that are considered family. You know what I'm saying? That's the only people that's going to know what's going on, especially with the podcast. The only thing you're going to hear from the podcast is if I got this much subscribers or whatever like that. That's the only ones I will be celebrating, or listeners, anything like that. It's the only ones that needs to be celebrated. And that's all we're going to talk about. And that's only going to be on social media. You know what I mean? I just, at this point, I know I need to make my moves quietly. Okay. And the only quiet part I can do it is with family and trusted circles. You know what I'm saying? So, it just baffles me sometimes. It's just that some people just want to put that fear into your heart. And it's just like it's kind of whack, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just say, hey man, good luck on your journey. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to put fear into anyone's heart. That's just not what we're gonna do here. I want to support as best as possible. You know what I'm saying? You make a misstep, hey bro, you know what I mean? Dust your shoulders off and try again. That's all you can say. You know what I mean? It's just at the end of the day. So, yeah, we're going to stop operating off of fear. You know what I mean? That was a New Year's resolution. And that was also something I tried to give up for Lent, which both I have failed so far. So I've been operating on fear a little bit. So these next 4 months, Andrew Cruz will not be operating on any fear. He's going to be doing things a little differently. I ain't going to lie to you. But, and also not out of laziness. I ain't going to lie. Like, I've been really tired lately, man. This place is it feels like there's a huge weight on my shoulders that I don't know how to get off right now. I'm sitting here, I'm just in a rut. Not a rut. I'm waking up and going through emotions, I guess. I don't know. But I'm tired, man. I'm tired every day. I'm irritable every day. I'm on this, that, and it's just, I just making sure that, man, every move we're making, man, is just the right move. I want to make sure not just the right move, is a move forward. Every move that I'm trying to make right now, like I said, it's a move forward. And I definitely suggest that to you guys too. And I've been working on my mental health a lot more, which is kind of good. It's not, the crazy part is it's really not my mental health. It's just I'm tired. I'm physically and mentally and emotionally tired. And I have no idea how to get rid of all of that. Like, just to have the energy to just do things. And I feel very happy, to have the people around me that I do. So have been very supportive and have definitely like kept me on the right track. Like, people that I would have never thought would be in my life again, or helping, or sitting here just encouraging, hey, so what you need to be doing is focusing on the podcast. I don't know what you're doing right now, but you need to be focused on your podcast. Oh, you're right. You know what? We need to be focused on the podcast. The focus is the podcast. This is the business. This will be the business. I'm being asked, what's the plan? And I am sitting here. I'm just like, what is the plan? That's the right questions to ask. I just don't understand why I can't get those questions from, and a lot more. Like, what's the plan? Is there a plan? Do you have a plan? Or are you just going with the motions? And I'm sitting here like, maybe. No, I'm joking. I'm not. But that's an important question to ask. That's an important question that I need to tackle myself, to tell you the truth. What's the plan? What are we going to do? Like, how are we going to promote the podcast more? How are we going to, try to get the word out to more people? I don't know. I have ideas, and hopefully they work. You know what I mean? And if they don't, we're just going back to the drawing board and try it again. That's all I can really tell you. I mean, I was on Comicast on Monday. It dropped today. If you guys haven't listened to it yet, I dropped the link inside of my in my stories. I will definitely be having it up. And also, don't just listen to my podcast. Don't just listen to when I'm on there. They actually have a very good podcast. Michael and John are doing an amazing job. They've been doing it a year earlier than I have. They stole the name. I keep forgetting to tell Michael that they stole the name that I thought of. I thought of Comic Cast as soon as I started thinking about podcasting. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make Comic Cast. And then then I was a pussy and just didn't want to. I was scared to do a podcast. And then once I figured out, it was just too late. You know what I mean? Now I'm here doing the cruising podcast. Fuck. Hey man, early bird gets the worm. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. But yeah, man, I was very happy to be part of the pod. I don't know if my performance was the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared to listen because I felt like I repeated myself a lot, which I do hear a lot too. I know I do it a lot, but it's for me. It's like a rhythm thing. I don't know why. I got to repeat myself sometimes just to get my rhythm back to myself. Like, all right, let me get my thought back. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, and then continue on. I think I do that a lot. I kind of need to chill out with that one. I need to do better. I take full accountability with that, and I'm just, and like I tell everyone, man, I'm just completely sitting back, being a happy uncle too. By the way, so just my nieces and nephews are the shit. Those kids are the shit. That's all I can really say. All right, and also if you guys are watching the pod and you see me looking somewhere else, it's ADHD. Okay, so fuck you if you want to come after me for that. But yeah, man, it's just like I said, we're just going to celebrate accomplishment with the fam. That's just where we're at. I tell you, I advise this to other people. If you have close confidants, you know what I mean, and you can trust that, the wins are, if we win, they're not going to sit here and try to like be like, but I would definitely say share those wins with those people. But I also am keeping everything close to the vest right now in my inner circle. My inner circle is the only ones that know what the fuck is going on. Actually, my inner circle normally is just me normally, but I'm including my family into this. I want to make this a legacy thing, you know what I'm saying? So I have ideas, and these ideas is about to start becoming fruition. I'm manifesting that shit, you know what I'm saying? This podcast is going to be way bigger than fucking than Joe Rogan's. All right, we're going to be bigger than Joe. All right, we're going to be bigger than you, Joe. All right, we're going to start having guests on here that are cool, and I'm going to have left wing and right wing guests because I'm not biased. Just putting it out there. Sorry, my bad. All right, fuck, my bad. I just pissed off a lot of Joe Rogan fans. Don't give a fuck. Fuck you. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with life right now. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying it. It's pretty sweet. But all right, we're gonna do some reviews real quick. We're reviewing KAOS. KAOS is pretty much Zeus trying to keep control of Mount Olympus. I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad. It's not a bad show. It's a weird show. The setting just feels fake. You know what I'm saying? It feels fake, and you're not supposed to really believe that, Zeus is real. But to watch different entities, like different Greek gods that I've studied in my lifetime, like, all right, so full disclosure, just in case people don't know. And I am a nerd. I'm a history nerd. And my history nerdness has gone on to mythology. One of my favorite mythologies, of course, is Greek mythology, which is Zeus, Hera, Apollo, Hercules, all that. That's me. That's my thing. I completely enjoy watching those. I like watching. Actually, what's crazy is there's a French documentary, but it's not actually in French. It's actually in English. Appreciate it, on Amazon, where they're actually talking about the birth of Zeus, like, and him having to kill his father and things like, or pretty much entrap his father. It just in case people don't know, their father, whose name is completely slipping my mind right now, actually went and like he had a prophecy that said that one of your sons is gonna pretty much take the throne from you, or one of his sons is gonna take the throne from him. So he just said, "Fuck that. I'm eating all my children. I'm gonna eat all of them. Yes, as soon as they're born, I'm eating." Or I don't know, maybe if we're gonna do some like planning or something like that, stop fucking your wife that's giving birth to these children, or just put your dick on the shelf. Like I maybe not, maybe do that. Like it's not really going to solve any problems. I didn't think it did, because it didn't. He ended up regurgitating all his kids and them fighting him for centuries. So just put it out there. All right, my bad. That's just see, Greek mythology. But what I like was Jeff Goldblum was in here, and I think Jeff Goldblum was a fun Zeus to watch. It was fun because it's really him racing against time. He's a bad guy. Let's not beat around the bush. He's a bad guy. The only thing that was weird was Dionysus. Dionysus was he was a good character. Actually, he's probably the best character out of everyone. Even though he was doing everything for himself. But I would definitely say, if I gave it a score, it would be probably maybe a 6. If I'm giving scores out. I normally don't do scores. I don't do numbers because I don't do numbers. But I would say Dionysus was a fun character. It was kind of cool seeing Eddie Izzard finally living out. I think like he's a cross-dresser. If I remember correctly, don't come at me. But he was a cross-dresser. I don't think he fully transitioned. So Eddie Izzard finally, this is the first time I seen him. I want to say it's him. I want to say him. Them? I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't know anymore. It's Eddie Izzard. It's one of my favorite. I love Eddie Izzard, by the way. I don't care what he does on his even now out in his public time. I am a fan of him. Just in case people don't know, he did a show called Riches, which is an amazing show. If you guys get a chance, it's on FX. Well, it used to be on FX. My bad. Continuing on. But seeing him finally in full cross-dressing or being a woman, or dressing as a woman, it was interesting. I'm not gonna lie. He was interesting. What were they? I like the Furies too, by the way. I like that the Furies are like a bike gang. That was cool. I think that I like that they made the underworld black and white. That was smart. That was super smart. And it had like a dark feel to it and everything. I enjoyed the show, actually. It was very enjoyable. It's just, I went to sleep during it also, so I had to go back and rewatch it. I watched this in a hotel room. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on, my fault. I know I'm deviating for a little bit, but I'm going to deviate for a second. Just 1 second. I stayed at one other DoubleTree. Mostly, I was pissed, so I couldn't fully enjoy the DoubleTree experience that I got, before. So I stayed at the DoubleTree in Jersey. I would like to say this to DoubleTree people. Your beds are fucking amazing. Okay? I almost missed my checkout time because I was asleep on those beds. I didn't have I forgot when the checkout time was. I was like, oh shit, I got 15 minutes to leave before they charge me. And I don't have any time for this shit. So, just want to put that out there. Your beds are fucking amazing. And I could not watch all. Actually, I did finish KAOS, but I was happy. I was a happy camper. Okay? Cool. Continuing on. So, I thought it was an interesting take on the Greek mythology. It was an interesting take. It was very like mortals are able to disrupt the gods. And I thought that was very much fun to watch. It was weird because there are certain instances in Greek mythology, in Greek stories where mortals do it, but like they normally have to be demigods, like Hercules. Like that's a big one. So, and Dionysus is also one. But It was an interesting take. It was a good swing, and it's probably not going to get a season 2, but they did set up for a season 2. I just don't see a season 2 going to happen. That's way too much money they're going to have to throw at a lot of people. Like Jeff Goldblum did an amazing job as playing a bad guy. He's a really, really good bad guy. He's always have been like the smart ass. That's all he has ever been. And it's just really everybody is coming after the king, and that's just normally what happens at this point. Everybody's just tired of his shit, and so they were trying to go after him. It's just what happens. And I'm not going to spoil anything for this, even though it did come out a couple weeks ago. But if you do enjoy Greek mythology and you want to see an interesting take on Greek mythology, please go check this out. Please. I would definitely I'll give y'all a little bit of a recommendation. It is 8 episodes. Yes, 8 episodes. And you might like it. I don't know. I liked it. Oh, I didn't like it a lot, but I liked it. I thought, well, I mean, could have been better, could have been worse. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. So, next, we're talking about the movie, the smash hit, Rebel Ridge. Woo! Let me tell you something, man. Black men are kicking ass. Okay? We're kicking ass. Aaron Pierce, I think it's Aaron Pierce, plays this character that is okay. His character's interesting. First thing we see him doing is, first of all, I don't know why they got a black dude listening to fucking metal music while riding a bike. I feel like that was some bullshit. I feel like if you're gonna do some, nope, we're gonna continue on. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. I don't get it. Okay, maybe he likes metal music. I don't know. He's English. Yes, I went to go look up his IMDb because I thought he was someone else. Who did I think he was? Okay, I'll answer that question for you because since you guys just want to fucking know, I thought he was Eggs from True Blood. Yes, completely wrong. It's Mekhi Brooks. And I don't know why I forgot that was Mekhi Brooks, but I did, okay? It may be a little racist, but I'm also black, so fuck you. That's how I feel about it, okay? There you go. You're welcome. Yeah. So, completely forgot what I was talking about. Yes. So he plays a Marine. Now, the weird part about his character, I don't want to spoil it. There's an interesting twist to him being a Marine. Just gonna put it out there. Okay, that's you already knew he was a Marine in the trailers, so if you got a problem with that, sorry. It's just light. That's a light spoiler. It's a light one. But he's a guy trying to get his cousin out of jail. His cousin got in jail inside this small town, and apparently in Louisiana, since they never told us it was in fucking Louisiana. And it's a small town that is pretty much ran by a corrupt police force that were about to lose all of their stuff because they apparently parishes were closing down left and right, and somehow they were able to stock up on enough money to keep their parish running for another year, a couple years, and stuff like that. Don Johnson plays a really good bad guy. Don Johnson's a good one. I will say that. This dude Aaron Pierce did an amazing job as the lead character. The action here is really I would equate the action to Reacher. Like Reacher's not really supposed to be like this killer, but he is. And I equate it to Reacher for sure, the action wise. And I think they did a really good job with this movie. I think it's a 2-hour movie. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. I ain't gonna lie to you, it doesn't feel like 2 hours. But I am highly suggesting this one. If you like action, you really like detective work a little bit too. Like just a little bit of detective work. Like you can detect what these fuckers are doing. But at the same time, sorry, because this is in the trailer too. Completely forgot. So he gets hit off his bike by the police because apparently police hit bike people who are on the street just riding a fucking bike, and he has his money in a certain like bag or something like that, and the cops practically steal his money, and it's him trying to get the money back to get his cousin out of jail. but there's twists and turns that continuously stops him, railroads him from being able to get this moolah, baby. And this police force tries to ruin his life, tries to pretty much ruin him from that, ruin the people around him, and he's just pretty much sick of it and starts to fight back against this police force as a black man in Louisiana. Yeah, believable, understandable, completely understandable, believable. Yeah, I mean, dude just had it fuck enough. That's pretty much what that is. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of Rambo. When they fucked with Rambo, the first one, First Blood. Yeah, it reminds me of that. Okay, and Rambo, that was a good movie. Just not as, I wouldn't say it's as violent as Rambo. I will say that Rambo is fucking. Dude, I remember I was getting my haircut one day, and dude walked in he walked out of the barbershop, and Rambo, like the last Rambo was on already. And I was like, damn, this dude is just like, okay, why are you walking out? And Rambo's just straight like mowing down motherfuckers. Guy walks back in, like, looks like he's just distraught. And he's like, yo, is he done killing people yet? And I'm just like, oh, it's been this bad this whole time. This is worse. It's been worse. Oh my God. But I would equate this to Rambo to the point where the cops fucked with Rambo and they should have left him the fuck alone. Clearly, dude was clearly dealing with PTSD. He was trying to just chill, walk down the street, but you just had to go fuck with him. And it's just pretty much what that was with Rambo. Pretty much, you fucked around and you found out with that motherfucker, that crazy bastard. And it didn't end well. This one definitely not ending well. Just put it out there. It's a great movie. They did an amazing job. Good job, Netflix. Yeah, good job, guys. But yeah. It's a good one. Yeah, Rebel Ridge. It reminds me also, sorry, I thought it was like a play on words with Ruby Ridge, which is a conspiracy theory, just putting it out there, where the FBI decided to fuck with one dude and I think they killed his wife. They didn't kill him. They shot him, but they think they killed his wife because she came out of the door and and a sniper hit him. Same sniper, by the way, was at David Koresh's Waco, at the Waco siege. The same sniper was at both places. Just, if you guys want to go check it out. So, all right, my bad. That's just a little conspiracies minute. My bad. I watch theories of their kind I listen to theories of their kind all the time. This is why I know about both. Okay. So, that movie's great. I definitely would. I'm definitely suggesting to you guys to go see that movie for show. I didn't want to tell y'all too much, but So today we also in sports today we got we got two announcements. I completely forgot to put this other one up there. What a fucking idiot. So the first one is Adrian Wojnarowski, aka Woj, is retiring from ESPN, retiring from giving us the big old fucking Woj bombs. Of course, his last Woj bomb was a Coro, whatever the fuck his name is. He went to the Lakers. That's the last Woj bomb that we got. Fuck. Greatest Woj bomb I got was Paul George coming to Philadelphia. Fuck yeah. Woj bomb! But Woj is retiring from the ESPN and he is going to become the general manager of St. Bonaventures. Yo, I just want to say congratulations, Woj, and also thank you for all the memorable just inside information that you've given us. It's crazy how he got information before anyone else. Now we're down to, let me tell you who we're down to the insiders. The people that we're down to is Brian Windhorst, who fucking sucks. I truthfully don't like that fucker. Kevin Durant, don't be surprised. Hold on. This is don't be surprised. No, we weren't surprised. We won't. What would we be surprised for? I'm sorry. This is gonna be mean. Nope. It's gonna be mean. It's gonna be mean. It's gonna be mean. It's gonna be mean. So we're gonna continue on. And we're down to Adam Schefter. Remember, Mort passed away earlier this year, which is kind of like this is a hard year for insiders. Oh my goodness. Like we used to get all the info from those three people. Now we're down to Adam Schefter. And fucking Windhorse. Who sucks. Alright, sorry. But yeah, he's becoming general manager of St. Bonaventure's, which is weird because of the athletic department, by the way. And what's also weird, I'm just like put this out there. When did fucking colleges start having general managers? That's that's interesting, right? Normally they have ADs, athletic directors, that see over the whole thing. When did the athletic program start having general GMs? This just put it out there. It's just a fucking. I guess since NILs, since people hate on NILs so much. Hey man, you know who? Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go on one little tangent real quick, and that's it. The main people that hate on NILs are people that had money before they started college. That's the people that hate the NIL deals. I'm telling you this right now. Oh my goodness, only the best teams are gonna get. No, motherfucker. Only the best teams were already recruiting those players in the first place. You dumb fucks. Alabama. How many years did Alabama make it to the national championship game with Nick Saban there? How many times had? I'm sorry. How many times in the past like 5 years Georgia has been there? Michigan has been there. How many years have they been to the playoffs? Like, you cannot sit here and say that the NIL deal has been bad for college football when college football has already had the same fucking problem with recruiting. You stupid fucks. You're stupid. You're stupid for saying stupid shit like this. Because, yes, the kids are getting paid. Hey, guess what? Them schools were making billions. Billions off of their backs for them to get concussions, get life altering injuries, to also go to. I know that everybody's like, oh well, they get to go to school for free. Who gives a fuck? So what? Who cares? What is that? What is that? Seriously, how much? How much is it to get paid to go to Alabama for real? 70,000, probably not over 100. It's not over 100, right? So these kids are getting paid millions. You know what I mean? Y'all making billions off of their backs. You damn right they should be getting free fucking education. Yeah. Yeah. They should get room and board, free education, whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean? The nicest lockers ever, because you're making billions of dollars. Why is a dude that's coaching making millions, but the kids that are breaking their backs and breaking their spirits day in and day fucking out aren't making no bread? Fuck out of here. Yo, like I said, the only former players that are bitching about this, the only people that are bitching about this, like regular other non-athletic fucks, those ones already had money. They already were able to get scholarships. They were already able to get food and all the rest of that stuff when they're in school. They're not living off of ramen. Their parents are good back home. Their parents aren't depending on them being back home. They can just go to school freely like, hey, all I gotta do is just play football and go to school. I ain't gotta worry about my mom and my 5 other brothers or my family has eaten. I don't have to worry about that no more. Now, my mom's got a car to get to work. My family has a roof over their head. Think about Josh Jacobs' story. That's all you need to do. Look at Josh Jacobs' story. I think it's Josh Jacobs from Alabama. Look at his story. Before he got to the NFL, he was living in a fucking car. Okay? He was going to Alabama living in a car. Fuck out of here, dog. For those kids, that money's everything. That is life-altering generational money. Those people that are bitching about it already got it. So when I sit here and I hear stupid motherfuckers say this type shit, oh, well, it's ruining college football. Fuck you. It's not ruining their lives. Their lives are better. They're out of the... Sorry. Goodness gracious. I gotta get something to drink. They're trying to get out of the hood, bro. They're trying to get out of the worst situations possible. Most athletes come from the worst situations possible. Let's be real. Most of them do. And so they gotta go and get it. They can't go 4 years not making money. They can't. There's no way. It's hard. Now, has it happened? Of course it's happened. It's happened for probably hundreds of years before. 100 years before this. But now that they're getting paid, people want to bitch about it. Fuck that. Get your money. Get your money, young man. Get your money, young lady. Get your money everywhere. Y'all were getting what they were paying them anyway during recruiting. Shut the fuck up. Goodness gracious, y'all. It's not even old heads that are saying this. It's like dudes that are in their 40s and shit like that. Nah, bro. That's a trip. I'm talking about one Pacific person. Nah, I'm sorry. Just one Pacific person. Brendan Schaub. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's Brendan Schaub. Like, that's just, you're mad that they're making money is making college football worse. How's it making college football worse? It's like the greatest parody right now, and there's a 12-team fucking playoff. Shut the fuck up. Are you mad that these kids, you know what it is? The kids are making more money than he was when he was in the UFC and when he had the little cup of coffee in the fucking NFL put together. That's what he's mad about. That's what people like him are angry about. Those kids are making a lot more money than he was. Sorry, they're better athletes. That's what they getting paid exactly what they deserve. They're getting paid for the talents. Good. Congratulations. I'm glad that you can have your YouTube channel that's making 100,000 K whatever per month. I'm happy this happening for you. I'm not mad at you. Keep going to get your motherfucking money. All right? Because this shit will dry up at some point. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you spending that motherfucker wisely. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry. That was a tangent that I wanted to get on because it bothers the shit out of me. I hate that fucking argument. Oh, it's making the sports worse. Gives a fuck. So what? So what? So fucking what? Cool. Continuing on. Sorry, Woj. My bad. This one's for Adrian Wojnarowski, though. I'm going to continue on. Okay, Adrian Wojnarowski, thank you so much for all the years of your Woj bombs and making me happy and also sad some points during my tenure as a Sixers fan. Speaking of the Sixers, fuck you, Jersey. You will never have the Sixers ever. Fuck you. How dare you even fathom the thought of thinking that you were going to get Philadelphia? Yeah, you was going to get the Sixers to come across the fucking river. Fuck you for even thinking so. Yeah, I said it. Hopefully, I said it, you dirty bastards. I said that shit. Okay? Yeah, you're not getting the Sixers. Okay? Get your own fucking team. Oh, you did have your own team and you fucked it up? That's your fault. You had the Nets. Whose fault was that? You let them go to Brooklyn. That's on you. Okay? Even though I do say Camden, and I was talking to my brother earlier today, Camden is literally East Philadelphia. South Jersey, if we're being honest, as Philadelphians, it is East Philadelphia. It's literally no difference between human beings from South Jersey to Philadelphia, especially North Philly. Bunch of Puerto Ricans. Let's just be real. There's a lot of Hispanics in those areas for sure. Go to Camden. I dare you. Okay, you're gonna either hear you're gonna see some Dominican flags, Puerto Ricans, or there's another one. It's there's not a lot of Mexicans up there. Now I think about it. It's not a lot of Mexicans. But there's a lot of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. A lot of people from DR. Okay, so yeah, man. Yeah, Jersey, you're never gonna get. Fuck you. Okay, get your own team, bitches. I'm sorry. Let me stop. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I love New Jersey, actually. Jersey is a beautiful place. I was literally just talking about it at the beginning of the show. But, yeah, they're talking about doing it in Center City, though, which is fucking stupid. Why would you put a stadium in the middle of Philadelphia? That's the dumbest shit ever. Keep it in the South, on the South Side, and let them people drive from up north to South Philly, because you are fucking tripping if you actually think it's going to work in Center City. That's not going to work in Center City. I don't give a shit what you think this is. You thought traffic was bad now, especially when you have to hit 76 or 95. You're fucking tripping if you think Broad Street's going to be fucking nasa. Broad Street is the longest street, one of the longest streets in Philadelphia. That shit's going to get shut down every fucking day for construction. if they do it downtown. You are fucking smoking crack if you think that you're about to put that stadium, which is going to take at least 3 to 4 years to build. Okay, you still haven't even planned where you're gonna put the shit. But what I am happy is that the mayor came to the agreement with the 76ers to make sure the Philadelphia 76ers stay in fucking Philadelphia. Okay, I refuse to call them the New Jersey. That's the Giants thing. That's the Giants and Jets thing. Okay, let them be in New Jersey, but call themselves New Yorkers. Let them do that. Okay, we are Philadelphians, and we're gonna keep the shit in Philadelphia. I don't understand how we have one like a big ass metropolitan city that apparently can't afford a fucking stadium. You're tripping. That's not gonna happen. So that's where we're at. Okay, so we Philadelphia 76ers. We can all breathe a sigh of relief that we are staying in Philadelphia and not in Camden. Which actually, if we're being honest, Camden's a little bit more rougher than Philly. I mean, a little rough. Okay, get a little rough. I ain't gonna say it at one point. It was a little rougher than Philly, but you know, we're good. It's good now. Okay, so yeah, you Jersey Cats. Yeah, sorry. All right, sorry, not sorry. It's not fucking happening. All right, so stay the fuck off our team. Stay off the Sixers. All right, go get the Nets back. All right, go get the Nets back. Actually, I also want to talk about this real quick. Why hasn't the WNBA capitalized on having a Philadelphia team? What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? So you went and got a Portland team today? The 15th team is a Portland. The best fans in the world are in Philadelphia, and you haven't capitalized on having a Philadelphia team? The fuck are we doing here? Why are we here? What the fuck? There's a reason. Fuck y'all. All right, fuck you. Y'all really don't want to have a Philadelphia team? For real? Come on. What? You know what you can do? Have Dawn Staley come up and coach them. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. You know what I mean? Just sign the fucking check for me, all right? That's all I'm asking. But yeah, y'all tripping. That's trippy. You cannot sit here and try to tell me that you are not going to have a Philadelphia team in the WNBA. That's just asinine in so many levels. Asinine. Big ass and 9. That's how I feel about it. Okay, that's gonna be my only rant. Okay, but we do need a Philadelphia team for WNBA. We need that ASAP. Rocky. Yeah. All right. Lastly, this is what we're gonna do. Lastly, I told you guys about Batman. How everybody needs to sit down. Every comic book hero, every person that's a fan of any other hero or heroes in comic books and think that their hero is the best their comic book people are the best people ever. I would just like to let you know and inform you fucks that Batman is the first comic book character to have his own star on the Walk of Fame. Fuck y'all. Yes, I gave the middle finger to the motherfucking camera because anybody that says it should have been Superman doesn't fucking matter. Okay? Fuck Superman. It's all about Bruce fucking Wayne and Batman. It's about the Dark motherfucking Knight. Okay? The Dark Knight has a Walk of Fame. Sorry, has the Walk of Fame star. Woo! Suck on that. That's all I'm telling y'all. Woo! Sit down, kiss the ring. Know who the greatest detective is. It's Batman. Motherfucker. He owns the night. And guess what? He owns a fucking star on the Walk of fucking Fame. And don't you know Andrew Cruz will be in LA to go look at that Walk of Fame star and take a fucking picture by it. With what? My Batman shirt and Batman socks and Batman pants, Batman hats and Batman boxers. I'm just telling you right now, we Batman the fuck out. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Bruce Wayne is going to be on the Walk of Fame. Fuck off. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. Okay? Just to throw it in your faces. All right? That Batman is the shit. Batman's king, and I'm going to need y'all to put on his motherfucking crown over the cow. Woo! Woo! Understand that. Understand that. Own that. Live with it. Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah. All of it. All of it. Yes. Yes. And they announced it when Penguin comes out. Penguin comes out this week too? Oh my gosh. I can't wait for Penguin. I'm going to watch the shit out of that. Oh, I'm so excited for that show. Oh, I'm so fucking excited. I'm excited for that. I'm not going to lie to you. Agatha all along kind of has my attention. Mostly because of Aubrey Plaza. But you know what I mean? We all have a reason to watch something, okay? Some of us watch it for the plot. Sometimes the plot is Aubrey Plaza. I'm that's just might be the plot is Aubrey Plaza. We're there to watch her. You know what I mean? Just I am. All right, that's who I'm watching. I don't know what the plot is to the movie. I mean to the show, but Aubrey Plaza is my plot. So and also she's from I think she's from Delaware. She's a North lady. Yeah, I looked up her IMDb. Yes, I did. Okay, yeah, I stalked it a little bit. Not stalked her. No, I didn't go get creepy like that. I did stalk her IMDb. Let's just be real. Yeah, and yeah, she's from Delaware. So, woo, Aubrey Plaza. I mean, Agatha All Along is going to be on Disney Plus on Friday. Tomorrow. Well, Friday is if you're listening to this on Thursday, it's coming out tomorrow. And also, if you're listening to this on Thursday, today, I think the first 2 episodes of Penguin comes out. I'm very excited to watch it. I like watching crime type shit. And you're putting like crime drama inside of the Batman universe, inside Gotham City. Oh, sign me the fuck up. If you haven't seen Gotham yet, you are tripping. You are too late. You're late. You're late to that party. You haven't seen Gotham? Oh, fuck yes. Oh, that's sex. That's that right there. That's like the greatest sex ever. I'm just speaking of no Diddy. Diddy. Just putting it out there. Hey man, I don't know what a man doing with that much lube in a lifetime, but I'll ask you questions, man. If you don't know, Diddy's houses got raided, and there's a lot of lube around. Apparently there was some other shit going on, but I don't know why someone would need that much, but you know what I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't ask any questions. Allegedly, by the way, had that much lube inside of his house. Apparently, they were seized from one of his houses. I think one of the houses. I don't think it's even all of them. So yeah, it's a little weird. A little fucking weird. If you want to do that, you know what I mean? Hey man, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? If you like to do some weird shit, get weird with it. I mean, I like to get a little weird sometimes. Not like that, but you know, I get a little weird. I feel like that's a Patreon. That's a Patreon episode. You know what I mean? Just okay, do your thing. But just want to let you know, lube it up. You know what I mean? And make sure you strap up. You know what I mean? And lube up. You know, that's what you gotta do. Also, like I said before, get on your knees and also kiss the ring of Batman. That's how I feel about it. Batman is in part of Walk of Fame. Part of Walk of Fame will be part of Walk of Fame. I hope Bob Kane can be part of that. Yo, oh man, I think he passed away. No, he should be still alive. I think so. Jim Lee should be part of that for sure. I think Jim Lee had a nice little comic book run too. There's a couple people that had some comic book runs of Batman that will deserve to be there. Also, you know, like have all the Batmans there except for George Clooney. Because why? Why even have him? You know what I mean? Like they were all right. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be a Patreon episode of how I rank the Batmans. I'm not gonna lie to you. On-screen Batmans, and I mean every on-screen Batman. I ain't trying to hear no bullshit. And voice acting Batmans also will be part of that also. So we're gonna have that list. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start doing a list on Patreon. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Fuck yeah. All right, we already got a plan. So, but yeah, Batman, and also they should have me there because why not? I would have me there because #1 Batman fan, and I can do some interviews out there and just be like, hey man, so how'd it feel to be Batman? How'd it feel to be the fucking GOAT? How'd it feel to be the GOAT and be the first comic book character to be put on the Walk of Fame? Huh? How's it feel to be part of that? And hopefully he can answer truthfully, like, Yeah, shit, man. It's an honor. It's an honor just that to be even here. You know what I mean? Just to be in the essence of Batman being on the Walk of Fame. Just being in the essence. You know, that's just that, and I feel like that's the only satisfactory answer that we need. So, um, if anybody has a problem with what I'm saying, you know, is what it is. I see that, and I love King Lion. Don't get it twisted. I love King Lion, but let's just be honest. Let's be real. Batman's king. You know what I mean? That Batman's the actual real king of comic books. I know you talk a lot of shit about Batman, and I love you. I mean, I love watching your content. And hopefully you don't come after me, because I know you like to come after people on TikTok. But I'm just letting you know, Batman's king. You need to make sure that you recognize the king. You know, you recognize the status and understand it to recognize it and to respect it. All right, I need it to be respected that that's king right now. Okay, he's the king, not right now, forever. He's the king right forever. I wouldn't say, I'm not going to call him a god. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But he is the king. He sits on the throne right now. It's for all you fucking Superman fans and Flash and Spider-Man. None of them have a Walk of Fame. Just putting it out there. Okay, so sit down and shut the fuck up. Okay, you're welcome. Cool. All right. And that's the show. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nightstown Finest. I like doing it in this room, by the way. Hold on. Completely wanted to say this. I like doing it in this room because I can charge this, this, and it's not overheating. It actually, yeah, it's not even overheating, which is fucking interesting. And I can have everything plugged up. You know what I mean? And actually, I'm actually very proud that the mic didn't fuck today. I put a new extender thing on the mic working perfectly. So I'm just happy that Riverside isn't doing some fuckery. That's all I can really tell you. Yeah. But also I want to thank once again Michael Carroll for allowing me to be part of the Comic Cast. And also John, thank you for, you know what I mean, oh no, nothing. Congratulations, John, on new child and new adventure, and a whole nother new adventure for you, man. Oh my goodness. Good congratulations to you. And also, Michael, thank you for pulling me off the engine bench after I was handing everyone else their towels and water, making sure that everybody was hydrated, and I was cheering as loud as possible, and all the claps. I'm glad the claps finally got me to get into the game and do some things. So no, but seriously though, thank you so much for having me on Comic Cast. I wish I said this to you. I should have said this to you, but that's on me. Also, I'm definitely, hopefully this gets spliced out, and we can make a video. But seriously though, thank you so much once again. If you guys haven't heard me and Michael before, me and Michael have done the Warrior Cast on actually this podcast feed. We did a whole Warrior Warrior watch of the third season. And if you guys want to go listen to that, there's a lot of spoilers in it, so make sure you watch those episodes. I don't want to hear anybody, oh, you spoiled me. Yeah, you damn right. Damn right we spoiled you, because that was over a year ago. So, once again, thank you so much, Michael, for having me. Also, oh yeah. If you're in the Houston area, if you're listening to this and you're in the Houston area, we will be on the radio on 97.5 at around, I think he said 9 o'clock. That's the last thing I heard was 9 o'clock. So I'll keep you guys updated, but we will be on Houston radio. I'm excited. I'm excited to go and try to, hopefully people still listen to terrestrial radio. I will be. So, yeah, Friday, we're going to be on the radio, dog. But, I would like to say thank you so much, Michael, once again. I didn't curse. I actually never curse on this show. So, with that, where you can find the Cruising Podcast, I think I already told you guys. I'm going to tell you fucking again, because you deserve to know again. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nightstown Finest. And please go check out those shows, Comic Cast. Leave reviews, leave written reviews, leave everything that you can leave. Also leave, also can you do the same thing with me too? I appreciate you, especially on Spotify. Also like and subscribe on YouTube. And also on Patreon. Go check out the Patreon, guys. It's coming along, man. You know what I mean? Actually, if you went to the Patreon, you would have already known my picks for the NFL season. Woo! missed out on that. Kind of. But with that, I like to say, I love you guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Catch you guys later. Deuces.